Welcome back to ItsMii Unlocked. It's your girl, Jasmine.
And I'm the man with the better voice, the number one choice to keep all the ladies moist, DJ Just for Facts. And today, we have Mr. Julian Rose on the podcast. Welcome, sir.
Thank you guys for having me.
That's
We're
right.
glad to have you.
So, what do you do, young man?
Well, I'm a musician. I'm an artist, songwriter. I also produce. I play 6 instruments.
Six
Oh, wow.
instruments.
Yeah.
Tell us all 6.
I play piano, bass, guitar, drums, cello, and recorder.
Is that
That's
something you picked up like in your older life, or you started that as a kid?
No, so like my parents had me start playing piano when I was 4, and then from there, like at around like 7, my uncle he gave me a guitar, and ever since then I fell in love with playing guitar, and you know that just I learned music theory, and that just kind of.
That's right. Who are your guitar influences? Name your top guitar players.
I love Slash.
Slash, yeah.
Oh,
He
I
lives
love
over
him.
in Encino.
Yeah, I love Slash. Guns N' Roses are like my favorite band.
That's right. Sweet child of
Jimmy
mine.
Page.
Jimmy Page, yeah.
So
Anything
what
anywhere.
you're naming is, does this like influence your style? Because I
Yeah.
know you're like
Yeah.
R&B, right? But
yeah. I like a lot of rock, but like I also like George Benson. I
George
love
Benson,
I
yeah.
love jazz, and yeah, I love a lot
George
of,
Benson's
like,
amazing.
Marvin Gaye. So I love like all types of music.
That's right. Yeah, him and Wes Montgomery are 2 of my favorite guitar players, man. I like George Benson.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So who else influences you, like on the R&B tip?
On the R&B tip, I really like D'Angelo. Like I have a really
Oh.
big thing for like 90s R&B. Like I like
Yeah.
Erykah Badu.
I think we all do.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
It was an error, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Even D'Angelo's second album was kind of slept on.
That's like my favorite album.
That was an amazing
Voodoo,
album.
right?
Voodoo was
Yeah.
an amazing album,
Yeah.
and they
That's my
played that all. Everything was all instruments.
Yeah, and Questlove played drums on it.
Questlove was on the drums, absolutely.
Yeah.
They had the Red Man Met the Man song on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
So
classic.
you're
record.
trying to bring that back then, 90s
Yeah,
R&B
I mean,
flavor? Or?
Like people who I think kind of have that flavor of just live instrumentation. Like I really love live instrumentation.
Yeah.
I think that's something that's like kind of like lost on this generation. It's not as common, but I just love like live music. It's just the feeling of it. Recording on analog too. It's just like I don't know, something translates that's just not usually there.
You're going to have to explain that to me. What's recording on analog?
That's just like not like recording digitally.
Oh, okay, so
recording
not
on tape.
auto-tune and
Yeah.
all that?
No computers.
Oh, okay.
at all. Yeah.
Okay,
This is
gotcha.
like pre-computers. Yeah.
I think we moved into that 2004 up. Kind of
Yeah.
went a little
That's
little
right.
crazy.
There's a band. I'm actually gonna shout them out because they're really dope. The bass player he plays on my single. It's called Interwave. And
Okay.
they recorded their whole album on analog, and it sounds amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Warmer, fuller.
It's different, yeah.
Juicier.
I feel like everything is translated, and I feel like digitally some things are lost.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why I still press everything up on vinyl. You
That's so
got to
dope.
keep that magnetic harmonics and.
Yep.
So who else? So you like D'Angelo?
Yeah. I like D'Angelo. I really like Anderson .Paak.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
he
yeah.
did some cool
Yeah.
stuff with
Yeah,
Bruno Mars
I like-
recently.
I like him. He's newer. Yeah, I mean, I like the Beatles. I know it's not R&B, but
No, I love them.
I
Yeah.
listen. I think that's kind of like R&B in a way.
Yeah, oh,
But-
man,
Yeah.
the Beatles are. Paul
But, yeah.
McCartney's a genius.
I listen to a lot of Beatles. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. It's been a hard day's night. So tell us. Okay, so do you get into any of the hip hop? Because we just
I do,
we just lost a
Yeah,
hip hop
Young
guy,
Dolph, yeah,
Young Dolph.
yeah.
Tell me what you know about this. This is recent.
I've heard like a pretty good amount of his songs. I think he's really talented. It's really a shame. I've heard he's a good guy. You know, from people who know him and everything. And you know, my thoughts and prayers go out to his family.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
really affected.
I read a couple stories that of him giving away cars and
Yeah.
all kinds of
He
cool
seemed
stuff.
like I
man.
never got the chance to meet him, but he seemed like a really cool guy.
I heard yesterday was his Thanksgiving giveaway too. That's why he was coming back to
Yeah.
town to do that. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I didn't really know too much about him actually, which is odd because I went to his page and I'm like, oh damn, he's got
Yeah.
like a lot of
He
followers.
was popping.
I'm just out of the loop. I listen to the same Spotify stations on repeat sometimes, so
Yeah.
gotta branch out because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, he seems pretty dope.
I think he's from Memphis, right?
He is from
Yeah.
Memphis, yeah,
yeah,
and that's where he got killed, right?
yeah,
In
in
Memphis.
his city, yeah.
Yeah, so he might have had some he might. They still don't know, so we don't want to speculate. But yeah, he might have had some enemies that just knew that he was getting.
Yeah, I heard he
his
did
cookie
have an
spot.
enemy who's actually from Memphis as well, and the rumor was that I'm forgetting the guy's name, but the rumor was that the guy that he has beef with is another rapper, and his mom has a restaurant there. So then there was a rumor that his restaurant was shot up because they were thinking he did it. But then in the news they were tweeting like that restaurant is not shot up and all this other stuff. So they're at this point saying that they don't think that guy's involved. That he probably just. It sounds like a situation, like a Nipsey Hussle type of situation. Like you're trying to go back down to those areas and do good, but I mean, sometimes you're gonna have evil eye energy around, so you just got to be a little bit more careful and strategic. I know you want to roll down there by yourself in your nice car, but maybe not. Maybe have some people with you or be in something a little incognito. So, you could throw people off a tad bit. And don't let people know where you're at. Because social media just be having Snapchat. People think that they don't know. It's like, and all of a sudden you look like, damn, this thing's tracking me. And it's showing people that I'm at this bowling alley.
I don't even have Snapchat at all.
Oh, it's dangerous. You got to go in there and like take stuff off. So, yeah, I think a lot of people need to just be a lot more aware, especially if you just have a lot of enemies or if you're in that game. Because in that game, I think he did more of gangster rap, so yeah, I think
he was rich before he came into the game. I heard he spent $6 million on his first record, his own money, which means if he spent $6 million, he probably has 12.
Yeah.
So he was doing some other business and already wealthy and when you have money like that, and your trap money, people know about it and they know and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, so rest in peace, young Dolph. So who else? What other hip hop guys do you listen to?
I like a lot of old school stuff. I really, really like Outkast. Like Andre 3000 is like my favorite rapper. Andre 3000 and Tupac are like my two favorite rappers of all time. But I really like Outkast. I like alternative rap, like Farside. Tribe Called Quest. I really like.
Fat Lip lives on my friend's couch right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, over there on Ventura.
I met him before.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. And then I like nowadays I like Childish Gambino's really dope. He's a rapper.
Yeah, Childish. I like a lot of things that he says.
like Tupac, so who I think is kind of innovative like that a little bit. I don't know if you agree, Kendrick Lamar. I think he's got some good deep sometimes deeper stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's pretty dope.
That one record, actually, To Pimp a Butterfly, was dedicated to Tupac.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And that's his best work. That's his best work. Yeah. I agree with you, man. That thing, I was very impressed by that project. And it was dedicated to Tupac.
And the visuals for that project were crazy, too. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Do you have, like a dream person that you would want to work with right now? Or
I mean, I would really love to work with, Kanye. Honestly.
Oh,
he's here. He's close.
Yeah. Little cray Kanye.
yeah. I would like to work with Kanye because I think Kanye is one of the greatest innovators of music of all time. I
think he's definitely good at putting together a show.
Yeah,
he is good at it.
Absolutely, and he knows how to do it.
But he seems a little bit more on the gospel train right now. So would you go that route?
Yeah. I mean, I believe in God.
Yeah.
I believe in Jesus too, but I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a Christian.
Yeah, because that's what it seems like he's in that. I mean, maybe he'll jump out, but he seems very I didn't listen to his last album because I'm a spiritual person, but I don't necessarily listen to gospel like that.
I liked his last album.
Yeah, was it? I didn't. Did you check it out?
I did. But see, what happens is Kanye's brilliant. He's a brilliant businessman. First of all, I'm gonna give him his flowers for sampling and making some of the sampling in hip hop
what it is today.
What it is, he took sampling and he took it to another level, and I really appreciate him for that. But he's also a businessman, and he knows the numbers. He knows that gospel and country are the number one selling records in America. And so what he did...
So that's next country for him?
He might. That would be brilliant if he did. But
I mean, I'm not really feeling that stuff of him. I like the older Kanye stuff. So it's not really... I mean, that's the thing. you know, gotta love a Gemini. They know how to steer the pot in the right direction, and but I don't want him to be so gimmicky and so like, oh, I know I could just blow it up here. I like when he does his stuff.
I like his new
like
music too, though. I mean, I think for all art, like, you know, especially Kanye, like innovating and changing yourself and your direction is really cool. I just appreciate when I look at an artist, I appreciate their whole catalog of work. You know.
Oh yeah,
Some
he
songs
tries.
are not as much like commercial.
I do too, but to me it has to feel authentic, and it can't feel like you're just doing it for attention. If I feel like, because he's gonna do great stuff with it, he is a good artist,
Oh, yeah.
but it has to be authentic. It's one thing if you're kind of just jumping because you're just that's what you do, but like I don't know. I still think he's a good artist, but I love his old stuff
His
the
first
best.
two
It
records were my
spoke to me a
favorite.
little bit more.
Yeah, his first two records to me were my favorite. And you know what? I know what you're saying too, Jazz. You're saying that some of his stuff seems forced or contrived, and I understand that. I agree with you on that. You know, but I think what I applaud him on is that he's trying new stuff. He's not afraid. He's not going to stay in that same rut. He's going to try something new, and he might crash and burn, but at least
He ain't ever gonna crash and burn now.
And that's the good thing. Yeah.
Like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, and then My Twisted Fantasy.
That's my favorite album, Kanye.
Yeah, that one to me, the visuals.
That came out when I was like 10 years old, and I
Really?
just remember when he did Runaway, like on the MTV.
Yeah.
And then he had that keyboard. I was like, oh my gosh! I remember I got like had chills. I was like a little kid. I remember that moment.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites of his too. I really love the visuals and his artistic take on that project. It was pretty good. And Rihanna was on it. Pretty
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, you know I'm a huge Rihanna fan, so.
So who else would you want to work? So Kanye.
Honestly, I'd love to get Axl Rose on a song. That'd be pretty crazy. Yeah, just cause like nobody's done that. I like to do stuff that nobody's done. That's just
My DJ dated his baby mama.
That's
She owns strip clubs here in the valley.
If I met him, that's the one celebrity I'd be like.
We might be able to make that happen, Julian.
Really?
We might be able to make that.
That'd be crazy.
At least his baby mama, I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you to meet his baby mama. I can promise you that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean Andre 3000 too. That's another one definitely.
I think
Frank
he
Ocean.
retired, no?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
but
did
he
he?
did something for Kanye, you know. So
Yeah, people come out the
Yeah,
woodwork
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
They just don't want to work all the time when they're retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
you
it.
never know. You never know.
Yeah.
He also worked with Anderson Paak too.
Did he?
But yeah, Anderson Paak, Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
I
for sure.
love
That'd be really
Frank
cool.
Ocean.
Yeah.
That's great. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are some of your what is your 5-year plan?
I definitely see myself with a lot of music out, doing a lot of bigger shows than I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely see a lot of songs in. You know, I got a lot of songs right now, but in 5 years I can't even imagine because I'm only 20 right now, and it's crazy. I'm in the studio like every day, so it's just. the
What's your
progression.
favorite track right now of yours? That you...
My favorite track is probably the one that we're coming out with first, which is "Sleep Tonight."
Okay.
It's great. It's just like a good vibe. Like it's like really groovy, you know. And I think a lot of people will really resonate with it.
Is it for the ladies?
It is definitely for the ladies. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good segue. So
He is
tell us-
giving me Drake vibes, but a little bit more 90s.
Yeah, 90s
the
Drake.
90s Drake.
That's right.
If he came out during that time.
Yeah, he's definitely ladies' man. So tell us about your tell us some lady excursions. You got showgirls. You got
You got a main girl. What's going on? We just heard about the side girl stuff with all the babies.
Yeah, no,
gotta be careful with the side chicks.
you know, I'm young right now. You know, I live in LA, so I do a lot of shows. You know, I'm just definitely down to date around.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't really want to commit like anything crazy right now, but yeah,
But you're seeing somebody?
I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Serious? It looks a little serious. I don't
It's-
know. It looks a little.
He likes her. He likes her.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You know
we'll
what? We
see.
like to say, "Oh, I don't want to do that right now," but
Yeah.
you know, the heart wants what it wants. You can't
that's
you can't
true.
stop
That's
that.
Yeah, I am seeing somebody right now. She's cool.
You know, you can't be an R&B singer and not fall in love.
Oh no, you need that.
That's real 90s R&B. You said you want real 90s R&B. That's what it is. It was all about love.
Yeah, I definitely have feelings, and I'm not afraid to show them. So.
That's right. No, so you're a Libra though. You're a Libra,
Yeah.
so you're in touch with you're in touch with both sides of your brain.
Yeah.
Well balanced.
Uh-huh.
Libras are great people.
Appreciate that, bro.
So where did you find your passion though for this music stuff?
I mean, shit, it's all I've ever done. So, you know, I'm 20, and I was, like, graduating high school. I was working in construction, and the COVID shit happened. And I was just, like, hustling. You know, I had a girlfriend at the time. And, you know, I moved us out to L.A. because she didn't really have anywhere to stay because she was going through some family business. So I moved us out to L.A. 2 days before I graduated high school. And then, you know, I've been playing music up my whole life. The reason I moved out here was for music. But I went through a little bit of a time where I was, like, a little bit discouraged. Because I felt like I had so much problems, you know, to already handle with this girl and just, you know, being on my own.
Yeah.
And I kind of, like, really, like, took a second to view my life. And I was like, if I'm not going to do what the fuck I want, then this life is probably not going to be that much fun.
Yeah, 100%. Where did you move from?
I was living in Thousand Oaks at the time.
Oh,
with my
Thousand
mom.
Oaks.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a little bit out there.
Yeah.
Kind of headed towards Santa Barbara, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But mostly I just need a place to stay, you know? Like,
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
So how hard is it being an independent artist?
It's tough. It has its ups and downs, but you know what? Like, I think if you stay true to your vision, you stay true to your journey, and you have a journey and a vision, and you have a voice and something that you want to say, and you stay true to your message, that people will naturally gravitate towards you. Like, I've been able to kind of get a network of people together who just really fuck with my music and my vision, and they see it. Like, you need to surround yourself with people who see what you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you surround yourself, all your friends are hating on your shit, like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, you can't do that, this and that, then you can't be around them, and that's just the unfortunate truth. So I had to cut a lot of people off.
Yeah.
I had to grow, you know, and I'm happy I did it. I'm in a much better place now.
I think you also have to be like very like organized and structured because it's not easy. I mean, if you're not independent, you're signed, you got somebody kind of doing
Like,
everything
helping you
for
out.
you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you got to be like, hey, I'm gonna do my marketing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
You
all
really
this.
gotta hustle
Yeah,
and
you
get
really have to have. So it ain't for the
it's
for the weak of heart.
It puts the power in your hands, which I
Yeah.
think is most important. You know.
Yeah, 100%. Because yeah, I've heard about that all the time. I mean, Jesse's talked about that, how people get ripped off when they sign deals, anyways.
Yeah.
And I think things are a lot different now with having, you know, the internet, where you know, and having stuff like YouTube and fan platforms.
Definitely.
You can really make your own name. It is changing
I'm still someone
in power.
who does think though that word of mouth is like most important.
Yeah.
If like that's why I'm saying like all the Instagram is great and all the social media is great, but you got to back it up.
Yeah.
You gotta
When
have
they
the
see
new-
you at the show, when
Yeah.
they see you at the show, they know they feel your energy.
Like
Yeah.
I got people who come to my shows. I don't have like a huge following, but I got people who come to my shows and they're like, I'm coming to every one of your shows.
Yeah.
No matter what. You got to find people like that. Like,
Yeah.
You got to find people who really like support you.
That's right.
But I
So-
think too, that's the great thing about social too, because you can easily, as an independent artist, say you just put something up on something, somebody in Ohio could be like, yo,
Definitely.
I needed to
That's true.
hear those, I needed to be serenaded with those words today, you know?
Yeah.
Or I was just going through a breakup feeling like useless, thank you, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think social media is a lot of bullshit too, but I think it can be great in that sense where you can reach people that you wouldn't have really been able to reach unless you went out to those states usually. Well, in the past, right? In the 80s
most
or
definitely.
90s, so.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you have some shows coming up.
I do. So I think this is gonna air a little bit late, but I have a
That's
show
okay.
tomorrow on the 19th. It's going crazy. It's about to be nuts. It's in downtown. I'm opening up for a rap group called YVS. Shout out YVS. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my people, YVS, my boys. They've been putting me on literally. Like, you know, they're super talented, super awesome. Like our shows, we've been getting like, you know, 800,000-900,000 people showing up and just turning the fuck up.
That's
Like,
right.
Like we turn up. That's why I love doing shows with them, because they don't just
Yeah.
stand there and like are all awkward. Like we turn the fuck up. Like that's all we're trying to do. and then I come on with my music at the end, and then everybody can kind of just.
So are you like a dancer?
I'm not a dancer. I am the opposite of a dancer.
So what
But
you be
I-
doing up there when
I
you?
wiggle. But it works. I'm telling you. You gotta see it to believe it.
I know. I can't wait to see it. I definitely want to see
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. It's cool.
No, I can tell you got swag.
Yeah. I like to be very dramatic too on stage.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like when. I think that's one thing that you did see in the 90s was like when you look at like groups like Jodeci.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
they
yeah.
weren't
They're
playing
they're
around in these music
They're-
videos.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I thought I was in love. Like I had a genuine song come up on Pandora, and it was called My First Child. And I was like, fuck, I remember listening to this in the 90s, singing it. I didn't have no kids. I was young. Like, but I would have thought I would have been about to give birth.
Yeah.
Like, me and my boyfriend were like singing it to each other. Like, but yeah, they make you, I think it's great when R&B, I think that's why R&B's lost now.
Yeah.
Because
Everything's kind of blended together too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a lot of rap now is like singing rap, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I care most about, not most about, but something that's really important to me is great performances. Like I can't wait till I can start getting stage design and like background dance, all that. Like
Yeah.
I'm into that. I'm into like putting on like a real show.
show.
So what we're trying to do right now is with our limited resources, put on the best show. We've got a lot of people who are really fucking with us and fucking with our crew and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
No, I get that. You
Yeah.
said you were a Libra earlier,
Yeah.
so I know you guys are all about the aesthetics.
Yeah.
So things gotta look right.
Yeah,
You
they
want,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. You're like, I want to create this vibe, man.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm sure you're still pulling it off. So
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm doing my thing, most definitely. Yeah, it's been fun.
So are you playing guitar on stage?
Not right now because the logistics are weird considering we have YVS and then I go up there.
So you're just going
But,
with a backup track, or you guys got?
a backup track for right now, but I'm planning a show for December. Right now I'm thinking it's either early December or late December or early January, but we're gonna have a live band at that show.
That's right.
oh, it's gonna
And
be awesome.
yeah, it's gonna be really dope. It's when I get like my official single release for all that. It's gonna be really fun.
Beautiful. We'll come out.
Definitely.
Definitely
Appreciate
come
that.
out. So back to the girls. So because that's what this
Yeah,
podcast
He's
let
is
trying to
about.
get me in trouble. He's trying to get me in trouble. Huh?
Back to the girls. Okay. So what type of girl? What type of girl makes you move
I mean,
or write a song?
I like all kinds of girls. I like girls who are nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I like girls
That's
who are
so
nice
vague.
girls that
That's
I can
so
bring home
vague.
to grandma and grandpa.
Okay.
No, I just like.
What?
Nah, I'm just like- I like a girl that I could just connect with. I'm not really about. I used to be when I was a little younger, but I'm not really about that whole like, oh, let's have a good time. I like a little bit more real than that. I like a little connection.
Somebody with some depth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like somebody that we like. I feel like we got something in common. Maybe they like art, and that I can just talk to and relate to.
Yeah. So where do you usually meet the ladies at? Is it always?
Anywhere and everywhere, to be honest.
They're
Are
all
you
over.
are
It's
you
LA.
bold? Do you walk up to
I'm
people?
bold. Yeah, I walk right up to somebody. It doesn't matter if I'm in the supermarket or anything, and I'll just be like,
Oh
"Hey,
my
how's it
God.
going? I'm Julian. What's your name?" And get your
That's
number.
definitely Libra energy.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
I'm bold, and if a girl comes to my show, it's like,
It's a wrap.
yeah.
That's right. So you got a favorite? Okay, I don't know if we can talk about this on the air, but with how you got a favorite position when in the
Yeah,
bedroom? What's the position?
I like hitting bitches from the back. I can't lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Just including that in the whole.
That's my yeah. That's my favorite for sure.
That's right. From the back, you heard it here first.
I'm a dog for sure.
That's right. So, the way that I met you, we hired your uncle to consult our record label back.
Uncle Jerry.
Uncle
Yeah,
Jerry.
Yeah.
And we hired him back in the
RIP
day.
Jerry.
Yes, absolutely. I think he got a bad rap, man. I got love for Jerry. Jerry taught me a lot of things, and shout out to Jabril. He connected us back then, and he helped our record label that we started in a garage
Yeah. That's dope.
to be on Hollywood Boulevard. We
That's
were right
great.
down from Capitol, and it was an
Nice.
independent record label,
That's what's up.
and I was running the studio and all the business end,
Mm-hmm.
and it was cool, man. But we went to his house in Calabasas, and he taught me a lot of cool things about the music industry, and I'm sure you're set up to win
Yeah.
because you know the industry.
Yeah. My uncle was a really great dude, at least to me. You know, he taught me a lot from when I was little, and you know, being from like a musical family, even though they're more on the business side, like they always like push me to follow my dreams, which is important.
Absolutely.
Know? Yeah, very important. And you know, it's like a lot of people have to deal with like, oh, your parents are, you're like, I'm gonna be a musician, and their parents are like giving you shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like my parents are like, look, as long as you're making your money and we can see you really working, like
We support you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's so good, man.
Well, I think because a lot of people too, I mean, this is the LA. A lot of people want to be, you know, musicians and stuff like that. But, you know, a lot of people in the independent game, they don't have the drive and the hustle.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it comes down to too. Like, you know, seeing somebody like you, and then like even somebody like you guys have that hustle. And some
Yeah.
people, they just,
You
you
gotta
know.
have
So
it.
I get sometimes why their parents worry. They're like, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not for
This ain't for the faint of heart. You got to get up, and this is a
I think if
all the time thing.
Tough
like,
business.
If
yeah,
you're making music and you're like, oh well, I could do something else, then you shouldn't make music. You gotta be
Yeah. Yeah.
full in it, like full in it, no backup plans, nothing. Like that's gotta be your everything.
yeah.
Right.
Because it's like, you know.
So tell us what your songs that we need to look out for. They're coming out. You got singles coming out.
I'm promote my first single, "Sleep Tonight," is coming out. It should be out before the end of the year. It's gonna have an accompanying music video to it. It's great if you're looking to just dance, feel good vibes, feel good energy. It's definitely a good song for you. You know, it was a really fun time making it. I actually flew to Seattle to make it, which was really cool. It was my first time there, and that's a city got a
I
ton
love
of history,
Seattle.
so I was very inspired.
A
being
lot of
out
music. A lot of music history there in
there.
Seattle.
Yeah, like Nirvana.
What inspired this song though? Like,
All right, so this song, I love this story. So basically, this song I wrote like fairly recently after I broke up with my ex, who I was with for a long time. We lived together and everything, and I was like mostly just, you know, out there kind of floating, like, you know, messing with a lot of different chicks, and it was the idea of the song is basically like, can this girl that I don't really know, can she help me sleep tonight?
Mm.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I like that.
So it opens up like, you know, I'm like saying like, so you like, so I don't really care that you're talking to this guy or who you talking to. I just want to know if like we can have a good time and like you can help me sleep tonight.
I like it.
I
Good
like
metaphor.
Yeah.
Good metaphor for sex.
And you wrote it, and
Yeah, I wrote it. Yeah. And then I had a shout out to Epic, shout out to Brett Mazer, shout out to Brandon. They helped me produce the song and they mixed it. And shout out to Dion. He helped me as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
It was fun.
And so, when are you gonna make the music video?
We're probably gonna shoot within the next week, 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks.
And this will be your first
My
music
first music
video?
video, yes.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm excited. Yeah.
You'll have to so on our platform, the ItsMii platform, you'll have to post some behind the scenes.
I got y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
That'd
yeah,
be
most
super
definitely.
dope.
I got a lot of behind the scenes footage that we're releasing with it too, of me going to Seattle. We actually went to Seattle and I met, believe it or not, Mike Dirnt in the airport.
Oh,
Sick.
wow.
Yeah, I met Mike Dirnt. He actually just texted me before I did this. He's the bass player to Green Day, and he gave us tickets to the show and everything.
Oh,
'Cause,
wow.
So it was a really cool experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Seattle. It's definitely an
Yeah.
inspiring place to be. Yeah,
I was very
especially with
inspired.
the.
Seeing that show, then being out there in Seattle, going back to like we were in this like little like loft, like penthouse kind of thing, just recording up there with the big windows, right where you can see the water. I was like, wow.
That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
You got a
very
lot
sexy
going out
and
there.
just like
Yeah.
a good vibe.
Yeah.
Who's gonna put me to bed tonight?
Well, what advice would you give to somebody though that is like trying to do it all, like being the writer producer, and if, say they're having like, you know, they're blocked and they're not they can't find inspiration to write, like where do you normally pull yours from?
I don't know. I'm always inspired. Like, because I've been playing so long, I'll just play around, mess around for like 20 minutes, and I'll be like, all right, I'm done with the song.
I love it. I like the confidence.
But everybody's writing process is very different.
Yeah.
Because after I write the song initially, it takes me a long time to perfect it and get everything right and make sure everything's sounding on point.
Yeah.
But my advice, if you got writer's block, just learn some new shit. I mean, you know, music theory is like, to me, like a writer's best friend. Because if you're like messing around and you feel like, man, I made so many songs in the key of A that just have the same kind of melody, it's like You could try a different mode. You could try like so many different things. So I think the more music theory and knowledge you know is really, really important.
Yeah.
I think so. But everybody's got their own process. I think going out and living too is great. We talk about writing lyrics.
I agree.
Going out and living, just have a good time, you know, meeting people.
Get your heart broken.
Yeah, get your heart broken. Don't be afraid to do something that's out of your comfort zone. I'm always somebody who does that. So I think that's why it's it.
Well, you're a lot bolder than most then, because, you know,
I guess
some
so.
people.
I guess so.
And, you know, a lot of today's music
Yeah.
isn't, well, at least what's played that I hear a lot of, some of it's not as deep. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's good to give that advice. I mean, look, we love the surface stuff. It's fun at times, so it's needed. But also the deep stuff
Yeah.
is needed. And I think that's where we're seeing a lack now.
Yeah, I mean, and that's good.
A little bit.
I mean, all my stuff I write is very true and very deep. It's all true. Like there's no exaggeration. There's no cap in my rap. No
Oh.
stuff.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
it's all
right. So
real
let me
life.
ask you this though.
Huh.
So you're serenading the girl, right? You got her, right?
Okay.
You've serenaded her. But now, during sex, are you singing to her? While you?
No.
While
Oh, snap.
It's
That's
more like she starts singing.
she starts singing. Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
kinda like reverse.
Julian's putting it down.
that would be a move, though. That would be a move.
Singing during sex? I don't know about all that.
I don't know. Could be something. It could be your signature.
That's right. You
Signature move by Julian Rose.
Wouldn't be bad.
Am I hitting the spot?
Do you want to give us a little preview of the
Yeah, hit
new
us with-
song?
Yeah, how do I play it?
No, sing it. Sing
Or
it.
you can play
You
either
want me
one.
to sing right here?
Whatever.
Yeah, we'll play
whatever.
the song. We'll play the song on the intro, but give us a little taste on the spot.
On the spot, okay. No, I don't mind that you talk to him. No, I don't mind that you think you're in love. It's hard to find lust without the sin. But all I need is to give me some. Cause you want fake love, fall in love with fake fairy tales. Just wanna be a baby. If you rich or if you fail, you make me feel like I could wake up inside a waterfall. I just wanna take it all. Can you help me sleep tonight?
I love it.
Little
That's
something, little
right,
something.
Julian.
You got a good
man.
voice.
Thank you.
You're about to take over the world, my brother. We appreciate you. We appreciate you
Like
stopping
the
by.
long hair.
Yeah.
You got a whole vibe. Got a little Star of David on.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
a big influence? Jewish?
Yeah. I can, like I said, I do believe in Jesus a little bit, but I consider myself Jewish because I was raised Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I noticed it. I peeped it.
Yeah. I'm a Jew for Jesus. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Love it. You're just a collective person. That's great. I mean, I think that's what the industry needs, and I'm kind of bored of some of the not that I'm bored. I'm just like I'm kind of over all the surface stuff. Like
Yeah.
not over. I just need diversity.
Well,
Yeah.
some of the great artists are Libras, you know, like Cardi B and
Lil
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne
Yeah.
and Eminem and Will
Yeah.
Smith and me and Julian. We got Libras, man. We're all.
Yeah.
We're all
You know,
me
it's a
too.
creative placement, artistic placement. So, you should read up a little bit into this. Astrology is very powerful, but yeah, Libras definitely are trailblazers when it comes to being like setting the trends and
Yeah.
like taking like risk in certain areas that other people won't do. So.
That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, like, I love who I am because I always try to do something different.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important. You know, going back to what you said, advice for artists. Like, it's really important as an artist that we don't love everything about ourselves. Like, everybody's gonna be like, oh, like I hate myself or hate the way I look. Like, I get like that all the time. But I think just loving what you stand for and loving who you are, like inside, and that's really important. And I'm happy with the way I've been able to grow artistically while also growing spiritually.
Yeah.
Because I'm constantly having to take a look at myself, what I go through, the situations I've been, places like, where I fucked up. Because I admit my shit in my songs. Like, I talk the truth.
Yeah.
And we're
That's
not
right.
always perfect. We make a lot of mistakes as human beings. So I think loving yourself and accepting your mistakes, and just always trying to better yourself and be the best person, because we all got our morals.
I think you might have a place in the motivational speaking
Tony
area
Robbins.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people. Well, he's a little bit too commercial.
Yeah, that's true.
He lacks the spirituality. It's like that toxic positivity thing.
So you
like
need,
it's a good day. Like it's like
need,
nah,
like,
today's
Napoleon
not a
Hill.
good day, but I'm gonna push through. I like a little bit more of that realistic.
That's right.
And I think the younger generation needs that. And I think that's another good thing about being an independent artist, is that you get more creative control. And that is probably why I'm giving certain people a hard time about the music not having depth, but that also can be the labels not wanting depth either.
Yeah.
And I think what it is I don't think it's not wanting depth. I think what it is just, if you're just like, the way that the industry is, you're just consistent.
Yeah.
And you just kind of like simplify what you're doing. Like, it's easier to capitalize and to get a market off of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you dumb it down because then it's broader. It's a broader topic, a broader genre.
I did see that. I think it was JoJo. She posted on social media that her label, they don't even really want to do marketing for her. They're like, figure out a way. We need to do a song, and then you're going to figure out a way how to make a dance go viral so the song goes viral. Like, they are kind of, and she's just like, what the fuck do I have the label for? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, I'm paying you. You guys are taking, they're giving money up front, but they have control over a lot of things. So it's like, this is what you're here for, to do the marketing push.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And a lot of that money up front, they have to pay back too. The artists are responsible for it.
They have to.
The advance, yeah.
Oh, really?
That's why you hardly ever see these one-hit wonders. If they don't recoup.
Well, it's not that they have
second.
to. It's that if they don't, then the label's not going to push them, and they'll shelve them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happens. Yeah.
Oh, is that kind of what happened? I've seen a couple of people like that girl, Kate Kesha. Yeah. I know she had an issue with something like that, and it's so hard to get out of the contract once you're in it.
Yeah.
Like, I can only imagine. Yeah, I just think it's cool to see a lot more independent artists now, and I just think this is definitely the decade for it, especially with all these fan platforms such as ItsMii. I think that it's like, they don't really need the big dogs that are in control. And
no, if you're an influencer, you can influence people to do anything.
And I know that sounds cliche, but because it can be at times. But honestly, because there's a lot of influencers that ain't really influencing shit. But hey, I always tell people, don't worry about that. Just worry about your lane, because some people are like, that's not cool. I don't want to be that person posted and tagging. But I'm just like, who gives a fuck? You actually have a good message, and you're putting this out here. So who cares if this person's like in a fake plane taking photos? Like, they're in, like, it's like, who cares?
I mean, I'm bad at social media. I'm like the wrong person. I'm horrible at social media.
Really?
I don't.
You just should do talking videos.
I'm going to.
Yeah, I would just do talking videos.
There's a whole plan I'm going to be doing.
You're good. You're a good talker. Just do talking videos. I'm telling you.
He makes the ladies sing, though. You know that, right? He makes them sing.
He's gonna find one that makes him sing eventually.
I'm in a couple.
Okay, there we go. There, he's admitting it. Okay.
I've had a broken heart before. Yeah.
Okay, it's I'm sure that's where some of that great work came from. So.
Yeah.
Have to.
When it comes to like actually like falling for a girl, though, I'm very selective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're just trying to have a good time, then it's just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I won't get as real.
Yeah.
It depends on what I'm saying too.
Oh, okay.
I like a girl, like I'll be talking about like real stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they'll know. So now you know, ladies. If he's just talking to you about in and out over there, it's not that deep. It's not that interesting.
Not gonna last that long.
Yeah. You probably just gonna last about a week. So.
Well, Julian, you're the man. Thank you for coming out,
Thank
man.
you.
Tell the world where you can be found.
All right, so my Instagram is Julian _ROSE, Julian Rose, JULIAN 2_ROSE. I got music coming out this month. I post on my Instagram what shows I'm gonna be at. If you guys are in the LA area, please come down. We pretty much got a show every week, so yeah, just stay tuned.
And thank you for joining us. You can find all your favorite influencers on It's Me. It's your girl, Jasmine.
Out the sin, but all I need is to give me some. 'Cause you want fake love, fall in love with fake fairy tales. I just wanna be a baby if you rich or if you fail. You make me feel like I could wake up inside a waterfall. I just wanna take it all.